All right, everyone, and welcome to GIT 230. This is week one. Every week you'll get a little video from me that kind of explain what's going on this week. So like that, it's easy for you to go through the class. Um, the class is in two sections, really, two modules. The first module is the Photoshop one, Adobe Photoshop, which is a raster graphics. And then the second module is the Illustrator module, which is a vector graphics. So two different type of software, one for photo editing, Adobe Photoshop, and one for illustration, Adobe Illustrator. So now let's look a little bit about the navigation. First, before we go into week one. First, you have the announcement right here. This is where you'll find video like this one and special information, very often redundant, but needed to appear quickly to you. So I've put the Adobe software needed for the class, as you need Photoshop and Illustrator. It's very important. It's around $20 a month for the student's version. Very cheap, and you'll get every Adobe software like that. So very cool. Make sure you read a little bit of the class intro right here. It's very important, you guys. And you have your little welcome that tells you what you need to do. So every week you'll get something like that, pretty much. You know, around 2 or 3 at least announcement with new things for you to do. So you know exactly what's going on. Okay. I'll go back to the week one as soon as I'm done with the administrative part of the class right now, the video. Then after that, you have the content. This is the most important part. This is where you'll have all your information for your class, basically. All the readings, everything, dates, and everything are right here. Okay. So week one, you can see the date, 8/20/2015 to 8/30/2015. All right, you guys. You're gonna get started with Photoshop. Okay, and you are going to basically do a little research paper, do some reading, do the exercise in your book. It's very important, so you can get an idea of what we are doing. All right, if you click right here, you'll have quite a bit of reading though, and exercise. It is important that when I give reading, for example, right here, chapter 1 and 2 in Photoshop section of the book has multiple sections. So instead of buying multiple books, you buy only one like that. You want to make sure you are in the Photoshop section right now. Okay? You need to read chapter 1 and 2 about Photoshop and do the exercise in the chapters. Some of the options move from places to places with new version. So it's almost impossible to keep up with it, but they're really easy to figure it out, frankly. If you have any problem or something that is not there anymore, or I've moved, or slightly changed the name on the options, just post it or email me, and I'll be glad to help you. Okay? But every week I will go through the materials and actually do a little video of what you need to do. So it should be easy to figure it out because in those videos I have the same software than you. Alright, the latest version. I call them N+1, a new version +1. Now you have a couple lectures in week one. You have 1, 2, 3 PDF, okay, and a couple of audio lecture from a previous professor. We all teach that class. This is kind of a shell we all use, so we all have input in it. So from time to time we have things from other professors, of course, that are in our department at GIT. Okay, and you have to do the little lab, and the little lab right here, oops, sorry, is simply, let me bring it up to you right here, right there, is to write a short paper, APA or MLA, single space style, sorry, in 2 parts. I have not put how many pages, because it's not the point. Don't give me a paragraph on each. That's not going to work. Okay? But I don't want a book either. Right? The point is you define them properly as you feel they are. I'd say, a page on each, single space, is good. So on 2 or 3 pages paper is fine. Okay, it's got to be APA or MLA. Means you have to source your quotes, you have to quote, you have to have footnotes at the end, you know, the classic research paper for college. So that's your first week. You will get to do all the exercise in chapter 1 and 2, but they're not graded. The paper will be. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Now, let's go back to our content right here. So you'll have the second week. If it come right here. Thank you. And then after that, you have the course information that introduces you to what we're doing. You have the syllabus right here that has also the grading for the class. And you have, sorry, the schedule. If you right click open and allow it. Sometimes it gives you ASU security stuff, but they'll come right here. You have date, what you need to do, all right, when the lab is due. That's pretty much it all the way to the end. Okay, so you basically, if you look at it, let me bring it up right here. You have one project, two projects, three projects, four projects. So 4 projects and 2 research papers. All right, that's the second research paper. That's the first one. Sorry, I call it lab 1. So that's pretty much it. It is a lot of work because all those projects are pretty big. Okay, they're pretty nice. You have to create a skateboard. You have to create a skull with some marking and painting on it. You know, you have to create a CD case, you know, or a logo, stuff that will take you a week to do. All right. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. General questions goes on the forum, of course, and personal questions go to me directly to my email. Do not email me your work unless I've asked so. Because of the size of the work and the amount of students that I have, it would be insane in my email. It'll just lock everything. You want me to see your work? I'd be glad to see it. Post it on the forum or post it somewhere on the net and send me a link. Tell me, hey, Arno, I want you to check that out. I'm having a problem with that. Here's the picture that shows how to do it. All right, what my problem is. Okay, and I'll fix it for you. I'll be glad to check it out. Okay, have fun, you guys, and don't be a stranger.